I do believe someone asked me to do a DVD or VHS review on the item. That would be a nice change, to be honest. Wait a minute. I think somebody asked me to do Thomas Friends Steam to Director. Oh, I forgot I don't have that DVD. Yet. Still got this special though. Yeah. But seriously, like, I will get Steam Director at some point. Wait a minute. Someone asked me to do UK VHS review because I got the UK ones because I wish I watched the UK ones. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, some guy asked me to review Point Together. Let me get this the other way. What's this? Season 5. Yeah, so I got you a copy. Anyway. Okay, maybe the people that seen this right now probably want me to do Season 5, but didn't get a request for that. Got a request to do this, like, months ago. So, we're doing this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is me once again. Welcome back to another review. Today's one's a bit more different. Today we'll be doing a VHS. Now, let's get into a bit of the history. Now, some time ago, a guy, I think it was a Smith, he's always commenting on my videos. I think he asked me to do a review on the Thomas and Friends DVD Steam Team to Director that came out January of this year. But as you can see, I do not have that DVD yet. I only got Dicks and Scurry's the only season 23 DVD I got. Like season 22 is the only 22 DVD I got. So I will be getting the other Rubber Convention DVD soon. As well as the one, the Super Engine that's coming out next year. Hopefully I can try and get them at some point. But at the moment, I don't have Steam Team to Rexu. I will review that DVD reviewing the episodes, but I don't have it at the moment. However, he did ask me to review this, Pulling Together. So, let's go over his history. So, Pulling Together was a UK and Welsh, I believe, Thomas and Friends release. It contained, it's a UK VHS and DVD release. It contains 8 episodes from season 7, or the last classic series, you can say. And this was pretty much the last ever, and this was pretty much the last ever UK classic Thomas release, if you don't count like Bubble Pie Collections or something like that. So yeah, I did got asked to do this ages ago, a few months ago, good long months ago. I said I would, just didn't get the time, but today's today. So yeah, anyways. So you can see here's the front cover. I do not own the DVD release. I own the UK, the UK VHS, which I grew up with. Here's the spine. Those logos, but the old Hit Entertainment logo, which hit own Thomas in start 2002 when season 6 was airing, I believe. God damn, I love the old Hit logo. And even though they screwed Thomas up with season 8, but you know this whole thing. Anyways, here's the back cover. And the episodes were The Old Bridge, Bulgy Rides Again, Bill Ben and Fergus, Spotless Record, Best Dressed Engine, Fergus Breaks the Rules, Peace and Quiet, and Runway Elephant. See, there's the characters down there. Yeah, I don't know why Rusty's sad. They could have picked a happy Rusty, could they? And this also like has the Making Track to Great Destination, but that wasn't revealed until season 8. And they started releasing season 8 on VHS and DVD. And this for the God's sake of the video. Here is the tape. And yeah, that was Pulling Together. Now I will be viewing the episodes and explaining if do I find the episodes good or bad. And if you're asking me, this is not a rip-off series to any people out there who do UK and DVD release. This is not a rip-off to anybody who does DVD or VHS reviews. And guys, you're allowed to request any DVD and VHS, but if you request any of them, I'll have to see do I have them or not. But they don't have to be Thomas ones, they could be other ones like Bob the Builder, Fireman Sam, Postman Pat. I got more here, or even comedy shows like Only Fools and Horses, etc. Any you can ask for any of these, any. So yeah. So now we're going to review all 8 episodes on my laptop. Got photos of them. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, first up we have is The Old Bridge. Yeah, this episode didn't get along with fans. Mostly because the most thing that fans complained about this episode was the fact that Scott Lowry was out of character. Which, yeah, I can agree on that. Scott Lowry was out of character. He was in that character back in season 4, where he was more of a brave engine like Rheneas. In episodes like 4 Little Engines or the Snow episode from season 5. He wasn't that same character. For some reason, the writers decided to change Scott Lowry in this episode. And pretty much throughout most of the hit era, Scott Lowry's character really went down until maybe in the middle era, when he came back on Blue Mountain Mystery with the other Navigator engines. They sort of made his character fixable, but not really. But yeah, Scott Lowry's character personality has really got destroyed in this episode, and this was only the beginning. So I do have to admit, I do like the settings. Michael Andrew's narration. Yeah, people have complained about Michael Andrew's narration from season 7, I think. And this was sort of the same narration he used in season 8 to 12, aka Hit Era. But you can't really complain, like he was getting old like. And season 6 will always be the last ever good season of his narration. So, yeah, because he put a lot of energy into that season. And then next season, boom, this happened. I do like the sets of this episode. They look good. The modeling is good, I have to admit. Even though Scott Lowry's personality was out of character, he was out of character in this episode, I am probably going to admit myself, I actually do pretty like this episode. I know you're probably going to kill me, but hey, everyone has their own opinions. I'm probably going to give the episode probably about 9 out of 10. I will probably give it 10 out of 10, but if I did give it 10 out of 10, I'll probably give it 9 out of 10 for now, because of Scott Lowry, like, he was out of character in this episode, so that way this episode gets 9 out of 10. Everything else is fine, but he's out of character. So, yeah, 9 out of 10. Up next, we have his Bulgy Rides Again, and oh boy, was this another popular episode, probably from season 7. So, this was sort of the comeback of Bulgy, pretty much. Bulgy made a comeback, which hippity-yay! And this was probably the last episode Bulgy was in before he was dead again. And then they brought him back in season 21. But I do believe I heard he made like a cameo or something. Someone hit her or something like that. Can't remember, but yeah. And the fact that they changed Bulgy into a vegetable boss at the end of the episode, I actually do quite like that. And the plot of the episode is funny, how Bulgy becomes a boss again, but everything goes wrong. It's a funny plot, I have to admit. The modeling is good. Andrew's narration is pretty good. Not bad. And yeah, it's definitely a good episode in my opinion. It was one of my favorites on this release. So yeah, 10 out of 10. And why did they change him back to red in season 21? Okay, moving on. Coming up next is Bill and Ben and Fergus. And before we get on to this episode, yes, I know I'm reviewing episodes, but for God's sake, damn it, I just thought we might review the episodes on this release. Anyways, I will review these episodes soon in their own depth reviews. If I ever rewatch them and change my opinions or something like that. Like if I did that with the old bridge. Yeah. Anyways, on with the review. So, this episode is actually pretty funny, to be honest. Like, the fact that they have Fergus, which I believe is catchphrase, "Do it right," has become like a sort of a meme. I do like the idea of how they partner him up with Bill and Ben. I mean, Bill and Ben are very serious characters, god damn it, and having them put up with Fergus was a clever idea, I have to admit. The other scene was epic, I have to admit. And the modeling was fantastic. Andrew's narration was actually not bad. It was pretty alright in this episode. Yeah, the modeling and the sets were fantastic. Do you like the looks of this quarry, besides from the season 6 one? But yeah, definitely good. I'm going to give the episode 10 out of 10, like the previous episode, Bulgy Rides Again. Definitely a good episode. Coming up next is the Spotless record. Oh boy. Oh yeah. So, this episode introduced Arthur, but there again, Bill, Ben, and Fergus introduced Fergus. And while Fergus is a good character, Arthur, this was Arthur's first episode, and he was a good character. Definitely a good character. And then, pretty much after season 7, he was used a small bit in season 8, in episodes like The Fish. Then he went dead. And then I believe he may have come back in season 11. Got dead after season 12, and boom, gone. But yeah, Arthur was definitely one of my favorite characters from season 7, and probably one of my all-time favorite characters. Same with Fergus, maybe. Definitely a good character, if you ask me. The episode itself is actually, I actually do like the plot. The fact that Arthur has a record, well, a spotless record, I should say, that hasn't been broken because he hasn't been naughty or silly. And since his crash, the record was broken. And yeah, and he doesn't even show off about it, which I actually do like. I have to admit, I actually do like that idea. Again, Andrew's narration, I actually do like his narration in this episode, to be honest. I actually do like it. You want to kill me? Come and get me. And yeah, the settings for this episode, the modeling, the sets, fantastic. I actually do like the modeling and the settings in this episode. Definitely good. Especially this scene here. This looks fantastic. 10 out of 10. Up next we have his best dressed engine. This is so weird. Like, why did they put this before Peace and Quiet? Which is also on this release. I mean, it's pretty weird because while Murdoch was in this episode, for some reason they just put this before his introduction episode. Anyway, so the fact that Gore doesn't want to be part of the best dressed engine competition, definitely a good episode in my opinion. Definitely sort of a clever idea as well. I mean, Gordon doesn't want to be like an idiot or something, but look at him. He is. Definitely a good episode if you ask me. The modeling settings, including Andrew's narration, I actually do like those. Yeah. Like I said, come and kill me if you want. But yeah, definitely a good episode if you ask me. 10 out of 10. Up next, we have as Fergus Breaks the Rules, the other Fergus episode on this release. Definitely a good episode in my opinion. The modeling and the settings were good. And also what I like about this episode, they tried to do that Arian Butt Season 5 rib. Like, Season 5 was the first season Ari and Belle were in, and they were spooky characters. Then in Season 6, for some reason, the writers completely destroyed them and just made them like bullies. In Season 7, they probably tried to bring that Season 5 thing back in this episode, but they didn't appear too much. Like, then in Season 8, and pretty much after Season 8 onwards, they just became bullies again, like how Diesel is in the Angie Bunny, whatever you can say. Which is understandable, but god damn it, do they really have to do that? I mean, even though they only appear on one shot in this episode, so like, it would be nice to see if they just brought back more of that Season 5 feel of them in the episodes. Definitely gets lost, but we have to live what we live. We have to live what we... Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing things. We have to live what we live, folks. We have to live for them. If they became what you want, then that's tough. So yeah, everything is good. Do like how like the spook scenes, like where Fergus gets stuck at, where like he gets stranded. Those give me Season 5 vibes every time I watch this episode. Definitely good. 10 out of 10. Up next, we have as Peace and Quiet, Murdoch's introduction episode. There again, I don't know why they decided to put this after Fergus Breaks the Rules, then Best Ascension. But look, I was born in 2005. This came out in I was born in 2005. This release, I think, was released in 2003 or 4. I'm not sure, but I'll look on the wiki. So, yeah. Anyways, this was definitely a fantastic episode in my opinion. Murdoch is another favorite of mine. He's one of my other favorite characters of all time, and coming from season 7. He's just really a good character. He's one of my other favorites. Definitely a good character, if you ask me. Sorry, guys. And yeah, and this shot here with him, Harvey, and Salty and Nat for Shed was definitely fantastic. I love this shot here. Andrew's narration this episode is good. The modeling, the settings are fantastic. And I do like how Murdoch is that sort of character that wants peace and quiet. Love that idea. Anyways, 10 out of 10. And the final episode on this release was the Runway Elephant, which is probably the most weighted review you guys probably want me on this release. Or probably one of the most weighted ones. But yeah, I have to agree. The Runway Elephant was a fantastic episode. I like how Duncan is the soldier one for this episode because he would have worked well. If I had to pick a different character beside Duncan that would work well in this episode, I'd probably say maybe Sahandor. But there again, if Duke was the one who was doing this, he would probably go mad. Like if Sahandor and Pete Sam were doing this together, Duke would probably kill them how fast they were going. Or there again, Duke would probably kill himself for how fast if he was doing it. But Duncan was the great soldier one because he was just absolutely hilarious in this episode. This episode was goddamn hilarious. So yeah, and this was definitely an improvement over the old bridge on this release in my opinion. And Andrew did his best to put in a lot of narration in this episode. The modeling, the sets, they were fantastic. 10 out of 10. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our review on Thomas and Friends Pulling Together. Now, of course, we do have like the special features. One is a game, which I think is sort of a quiz game. I'm not sure. I really need to look on the wiki before I do these things. If I do more of these in the future, but yeah. Although, and there is a day out with Thomas preview on this release, so yeah. But you can only play that game on the DVD release. Like, they can't play that on the VHS now, can they? I think they had Thomas preview played before this release, when all the episodes plays, but yeah. If you ask me, would I prefer to have the DVD release? Well, I probably would, but there again, I have so much Thomas DVDs at this moment. Like, look, I have a lot of Thomas DVDs now. So, and I don't really have. And we don't have much VGS, so I would probably like to get some VGS besides. There is some Thomas and VGS tapes out there that are not released on DVD, like, for example, Christmas Favorites, I think? I used to have that one. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the one with the picture, has a picture of Thomas, like, and there's orange in the background, some Christmas decorations here and there. I think that's called Christmas Favorites, I think. I used to own that as a VGS tape, but I lost it. But then again, I do need you copies of Trust Thomas, Rock and Roll, and Biggest Party Video Ever. Those are a few examples. I do need you releases of them, so I hope I can find you copies of those. But yeah, just from my review on Pulling Together. And if you guys want me to do any more of these videos, do let me know in the comments below or anywhere else. I will do more of these if you ask me to. Like again, you can request any Thomas VGS or Thomas DVDs if you want, but there again, they don't have to be Thomas items. They could be other ones like Only Frozen Horses or Bob the Builder, I'm Sam, Postman Pat, or even some films. Maybe we see. But yeah, there was so much other things you can ask for. Just let me know in the comments below, please. If you want me to do more of these. If you don't ask, then I'll probably pick some myself. But I will promise that guy who requested Steam Team to direct you. I don't have the DVD yet, but hopefully I will get Steam Team to direct you. And when I do, I will do a review on that DVD. Because I did ask to do it. I promise him I will do a review on the release itself. So yeah, I am probably going to recommend this release. Like, okay, I know a lot of people have their doubts over season 7, but god damn it, I absolutely love season 7. Why? because season 7 and season 6 are mostly my childhood seasons. I saw a bit of season 1 to 5 as a kid, as well as some season 8 and 9, but it was mostly season 6 and 7 that were my childhood favorite seasons, because I saw those the most. And this was one of the season 7 releases I watched as a kid the most, and I still do today. So yeah, I will recommend putting it together, folks. It does have a good amount of episodes. If I was to pick one least favorite episode on this release, it'd probably be the old bridge, because Scott Lois was out of casting in that episode. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Do let me know if you want to do any more of these videos. See you guys next time. Bye now.